Hello, everybody. Welcome into the Walk-Ons podcast. As we are ending a lot of regular seasons, we have had one conference tournament and an ungodly pre-show conversation that we are not going to get into.
Cankles.
Before we start all this, there is something I'm going to bring up, which I didn't tell anyone. Wasn't going to do this until about 10 minutes ago, until Mike walked me through how he gets his notes ready, and it is the most old man boomer way of doing it I have ever heard of.
I'd never realized that you're fucking taking notes the whole time, mental notes. I do so many stupid things.
No. This one was extraordinary. Even me and Doug looked at each other when he went through this. So,
hey, real quick, doesn't it feel like we're just talking now?
Yeah.
Like the first few episodes, it was like a little nerve-wracking, and now we're just talking.
You're not going to distract us. Anyway, so Mike hand writes his notes, which no problem with that.
In this book, in that little Johnny book, you know, that my little scout book.
Yeah, you have a little book, which is fine. Like I have a calendar that I physically write in instead of using my phone, which again, no problem. But we get here, and he goes to take a picture with it on his phone. I go, okay, maybe he wants his phone. He doesn't want to. He goes, and he said, Doug, tell me if I exaggerate. He says, no, I need to take a picture of this so I can send it to my iPad so I can see my notes.
As if the iPad doesn't have a camera.
Yes, and I asked, does the iPad have a camera? And Mike goes, yeah, but this is easier.
It's not as good. The camera's not as good. I need this to be like Doug ear size for my notes.
Now, that is a very crisp picture.
Yeah, it's not as good. So I put glasses on when I take my notes in my little notepad so I can see it. And I don't wear glasses all day. Just to see that, I got to put them back on, and it's hard to wear it with a hat and a microphone and all this other shit going on.
Is that not, like, I know I'm the young buck here. Is that not the most old man way of doing things you've ever heard of?
I would have never thought of doing it that way, but
I feel like that's
whatever works for him.
Do you have good eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
We know you do. You
great hearing.
That little stuff.
Actually, I don't.
My eyes are half and half. I fight glasses because I don't want to get used to them, but I definitely probably need them.
So, does everybody know that Doug is hard of hearing?
Are you deaf?
I wouldn't say deaf, but I'm definitely moving in that direction.
Definitely.
Really?
I mean,
what? Like how?
That's
Wait, is there a reason?
I mean, I've had a hearing test. It's really bad.
Like, is there a reason why? Like, were you in Vietnam or like?
There's too much like cartilage and meat there.
I honestly think it's just never protecting them. You know, when we were younger.
This is not the point.
From what? What were you?
The
protecting
point was
him from
like
when
not
you were
to
younger?
hear about why he's.
Did you go home and rock?
His ears are huge.
I
and he can't hear well.
It's hard to make a big ear joke when they're covered by headphones.
Oh, no, they're actually sticking out of there a little bit. Jay double took that.
I wanted to see for sure. I had to make sure.
Anyway, Mike's trying to get heat off of him for being an old man. Because the thing is, you could just take notes on the iPad.
It started about 3 or 4 years ago. My eyes just went. Like, it amazes me that you can read your computer from right there.
Yeah, very easily.
Yeah, he reads off that monitor, and it's tiny.
Very easily, mind you. Like, listen, maybe I'm lucky. I'm 29, and I've never needed any corrective lens of any kind, but
I don't think I did at 29.
I mean, look at how small my notes are.
No way. No freaking
What?
way.
Let me see that.
Yeah, that's how small they are.
Can you show it to the camera?
Why?
Let
me see that.
Are you trying to hide them from the people so they don't see your notes?
No, it's just the way it works on the Google Docs.
There's no way.
What are you doing with that?
You know what it looks
Jay's
like?
instincts kick in from school. He goes, "Are you trying to hide that from
No,
other
not
people?"
at all. It's just
That's
that's
a
how
crib
it
sheet
fits
right there.
on the page.
Oh my
It's
God.
not really that difficult.
You know what it reminds me of? Like, did your teachers ever tell you, like, okay, you get 1 page of cheat sheet, and you'd get someone that writes in 0.3 font?
Well, I mean,
here's where Doug's hearing went.
first of all,
You can see better. I can tell you that
Yeah.
much.
I mean,
Well, he
I
laughs
don't
in
have
here.
any
It's like
problem
the
reading
Daredevil.
it, so why would I use extra sheets? It doesn't really
He's
make
like
any
the
sense.
Daredevil, dude.
But you
1
also
cent
use a
goes away.
quarter of that page.
Yeah,
That's all I need.
that's cheat
It
sheet
is
notes
tiny.
right there.
You know what? Good for you, Doug.
I
anyway,
mean, listen,
slip
this
it out
guy's
of his
gonna shifted onto my ears.
Your hands look very huge next to that
32
font.
years of the same joke. It's just the same. It's just recycled over and over.
Deflection. Because he didn't know I was coming at him with this.
No, and he doesn't like it when you make fun of him. So we've got.
I don't mind it. I don't
Listen,
mind it.
We all gotta.
I offered Mike
bring
a
it on.
hug before this show started, and he declined. So
It didn't matter. Whatever you made fun of him about, whether it's this or that, it would all just went right to back to my ears.
All
Just so
kidding.
we can-
All kidding aside, Doug thought it was, I made an ear joke a couple episodes ago.
Oh, I
You
did think it
actually
was
said
funny. It was actually an original one.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'll give it up for originality.
With Mike, as much fun as it is making fun of you, we do have to talk some baseball.
Yeah.
First, though, I'll let you know our show is sponsored, as always, by the Detroit Thread Company. Detroit Thread Company is a top servicing embroidery and uniform provider in the Metro Detroit area, delivering premier sports embroidery and uniforms for teams, schools, and organizations. They provide high-quality stitching, custom designs, and durable team apparel that stands out on and off the field. Call 866-382-4287. Again, 866-382-4287 to get your team or organization geared up today. As always, thank you to Detroit Thread Company for making this possible. Go get stuff from them if you like the show.
Do it now. Yeah. Go get stuff now, right after episode 8. Okay. Please.
All right, Mike, Big Ten, Michigan, they're continuing to do things well. They beat Maryland. They sweep them, who's at the bottom of the standings, which I'm going to give you a warning right now. Spend a little less time because we have a lot of tournaments to talk about later on.
I'm infatuated with the RPI. I'm looking at it. Brian, my brother and I were at Waldenburg this weekend, drinking some brews, and I was watching the Michigan game like a dork. Like I had it up on my phone, and I'm rooting for them. I'm gonna be quick with stats.
They're up in 5th now.
Yeah, but they're 40. They're between 40 and 42 in RPI, and the latest rankings that have come out, they're the last 4 in.
Because they're on the bubble the other side.
Yeah,
last
and they
episode.
keep winning, and they just
They're 3 in a row right now.
they just canceled their midweek for this week, which was a high RPI. Where's that at? Let me pull that up. So, yeah, they canceled their midweek at Xavier, but they added Kent State the week after for.
So they just did what they did before and got a higher RPI.
And Kent State, I think they're leading the MAC, but
yeah,
I'm rooting for this, you guys, for Michigan to make it in from the Big Ten without winning the tournament, because I'm assuming
UCLA is going to stomp their way through.
But you never know, and that's
we'll talk to them because Michigan State should have beat them. Probably,
and we'll talk about that too,
because
I have an opinion about that too. And it's as much as I love the Big Ten, I have an opinion about it. Okay, so 3-0 at Maryland, great job. They won 2-1. They won 17-5. They won 8-7. Kurt Barr was wonderful again in game 1. Jun-Sung Park, man, it's kind of neat because I brought his name up a couple weeks ago.
This is Mike's crowning achievement. Is talking about Jun-Sung Park.
That was coincidental. I was like, hey, there's a new guy. He can hit, and he had a game-winning home run, not a walk-off, but a game winner in game 1, 2-1, which was badass. So Jun-Sung Park keeps coming up. Game 2, Colby Turner went nuts. 4 for 6, 7 RBIs, 2 homers and a double.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 homers and a double. Game 3, Braden Jeffers hit a bomb too in game 2. Game 3, they won 8-7. Colby Turner hit a bomb with 2 RBIs. So he had himself
a weekend.
Yeah, so he's up to 392 with 13 bombs and 49 stakes.
All right. So, and Jay, you were saying they're now up 5th in the Big Ten after being near the middle bottom half through the first third of the season. They've shot up.
But I got one differentiator that I made a note of, and it's David Lally. He's been their Sunday guy consistently the
Yeah.
Sunday guy, and that doesn't happen that often up here in our states where you got that third starter that you can plug in. He's 2 and 3, but he's got a 127 whip. Like to give a good idea, like Bars is 131.
Yeah, no, 127 is basically 1.2 batters on base per inning.
Yeah, and he is starting every Sunday. There, you got Shane Brenham, who's their number 2, Kurt Bauer, as we know. So I think David Lally might be like one of the differences without really showing the stats or the wins and losses for their success. I told you already they canceled their midweek. They might plug something else in, but as of today, they canceled the Xavier midweek. Then they're at Minnesota. Minnesota has an 86 RPI.
He loves his RPI.
I do. And then they added Kent State for the next week with the 45. And I think a topic can be later, talking a little bit about that field of 64, if we can, but we'll get to that later.
All right, and then Michigan State, they kind of, I don't want to say they blew a series against UCLA because they're the number 1 team in the country. They've steamrolled everyone, but they had, a 10-2 lead in game 3 and I believe it was game 3, and probably should have won at least one of the other 2 games. Mike, this is your team. Is that fair to say, or is it a team that's struggling took the number 1 team to the brink?
Yeah, I like the second thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough.
I don't like moral victories, though, at this level.
No, they almost did what we thought what they wanted to do.
Because we said,
Win that
a week
one.
ago, take 1 of 3, and it's like you're the only team to knock someone off in the Big Ten, and you had, an 8-run lead in, like, the 6th or 7th inning?
So here's what I saw, here's what I heard a little bit, too, from some people. They could really pitch. Like, mid-90s, everybody coming out of the pen. Just fucking bringing it at UCLA. Didn't hit that great. Michigan State pitched okay. I think they just have more dogs in the races or whatever the hell you want to call it. But if everyone coming out of that pen is Nolan Higgins, they have 1 Nolan Higgins at Michigan State throwing mid-90s. So I think it was just a matter of bigger, stronger roster.
But
Hopefully
still,
I don't get killed for
having an 18, I mean, okay, if they're going to want to get mad at you, you can just look at the records. Like, it's not that we don't want Michigan State to be that.
Right.
But UCLA has just dump trucked everyone they've played in the Big Ten. For the most part.
And you only have so much pitching at Michigan State, and that was day 3, right? When they were up, so you just ran out.
I believe
They just ran out. I'll give you some season stat updates. Isaac Sturgis is at 318 with 49 hits. Randy Seymour's holding on, 265, 14 homers, 44 ribbies, so he didn't go up in the home run. Kamari Thomas keeps hitting, 333, 45 hits. Parker Pico is a real guy. He's a real dude. He has real power. Hit a couple home runs this weekend. One of them was like a freaking line drive that if I was at like an infielder, I would have got out of the way, and it went over the fence. So he's up to 271. So he's a great story. Aiden Donovan's still under 4 with his ERA, so he's at 388. Up next, they have 2 midweeks. They're at home versus Bowling Green and then Western.
Yep.
So
yeah, right into that Western. They take Miami takes 2 or 3 from Western. The MAC at this point, I don't want to say is kind of settled, but at least for our teams it is. Like Western, they dropped 2 or 3, so they're kind of out of the regular season title race, but they're pretty much in the tournament. So seeding is a little bit to play for. Central and Eastern are basically out of the tournament. Mike, start with Western.
It's just get ready, stay healthy.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
because the MAC tournament can go to any of the 6 teams that make it.
Yeah, I just have season stats updates for these guys.
Sure, give us 1 or 2.
We knew we had a lot to talk about today. Tanner Malley is still at 468, which is huge. Not a lot of power, not a lot of gaps, but fuck, man, he can hit. But 468. Mike Maloney is slashing 357, 6, and 50. Their midweek, as I just said, is at Michigan State, and then they're heading over to Bowling Green for their conference play.
Yeah, which speaking of, Eastern did take 2 or 3 from BGSU. For an interim coach, the only thing is you want to finish strong to try to, get the full-time gig. and
get the buy-in, right? Like
yeah, right.
Feeling some wins. That's nice. I mean, I think maybe at home there might be a little stronger. I don't know the records home.
Right.
So you could probably see it, but Ty Stecco's batting 295. This is Eastern. Ty Stecco's 295, 11 and 37. Devin Zerwis is 247, 12 and 42. Again, I know we're just spitting out stats. But we got a lot to talk about here.
Anything with Central too? They got swept by Northern Illinois, and that kind of killed any hope.
Yeah,
they
that
had.
sucked. They're midweeks at home versus Oakland, and then they're at home with Akron for their conference play. Harrison Bowman still putting up good stats, 291 with 10 homers and 46 RBIs, and my favorite player, Cole Prout, is above 300 still with 7 homers and 46 RBIs. There is a last name that I typed out that I would like Doug to do.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, but am I
going
gonna
to
be able to read this?
Yeah, he's
Oh, I
back.
forgot about that. I
Yeah.
didn't even do any of it.
I know you didn't, and I forgot.
No,
I knew I
way.
should have texted
No.
you.
Not
Damn
Not a
it!
single
So
thing.
this kid,
I had such a busy weekend, you bastard.
too.
this kid for Central's batting 325 with 52 hits. He's a real dude for them. And I kept saying his name in my head, but there it is. Can you see that, Doug?
Loikits?
That's pretty good.
For Central?
Yeah, Drew
Loikits.
Loikits. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but
Yeah, I had to say his name when he was at Oakland. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Wait, where was he at?
when he was playing.
Oh, yeah,
at
there you
Oakland.
go.
So,
One for one.
speaking of Oakland,
I got your back,
It's-
dude. I didn't do any homework.
Jeez,
I never lost a minute of sleep over
You know
it.
what's weird is Jay.
I never thought about it one fucking time.
This is not going to
once.
be. This is not going to be English. But
Didn't
Jay,
cross my mind once.
this won't sound like English. I don't think, as I'm thinking it. But Jay never skips homework by accident. You know what I mean? Like he's like, hey, I have homework. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it. This one you kind of
Yeah,
wanted to do.
I was gonna do it.
yeah.
You sounded
completely.
genuine, like, oh
I was
man,
like, son of a bitch. As soon as he started saying it, I was like, I didn't do a thing.
you are
about it.
so shitty, dude. The best part is
maybe you
Just
just
too short to fuck with homework.
we don't have too many listeners, but I get some texts from people, and one of them's John Hill, who we grew up with and knows Jay. He cracks up at Jay like, man, it's just the same.
Why don't you
guy,
just
dude."
go through some of the MAC schools rosters and just see if you can find some? Go to Oakland. There's one I want Doug to try. So you're gonna do it.
I'm
You have
on Western right now. I'm
yeah,
just gonna click on
Yeah,
it.
you have 20
just mess
seconds. Just
around with
open
them.
up a document and type in. You're like
Probably
try
still not gonna do
to
that.
get us 5 names. Just
Look at
type open a Google Doc and
I'll
type
just
in 5.
every time I find a name, I'll show it to Doug. and we'll have him
Okay,
read it.
sounds good. We'll go to Oakland because there's one I want you to find on there that I have to say every time. Speaking of Oakland, yeah, like Oakland, love being there. It's kind of a bummer season for them. They just got swept by Wright State, and I think their losing streak's up to 13 or 14 now.
How did the kid do? Were you there for the game one?
Yeah,
The Wright State pitcher. How did he look?
shoved. He did pretty well. And then I saw his numbers, and it was not as dominating as I thought. But
I usually pay attention. I was gone with Casey's graduation this weekend, but he was offered, I want to say, 7 figures
really,
to get out, because he was awesome last year. And I don't want to quote any numbers or a school or anything, but he was offered some NIL money to leave, and he's like, I'm staying at Wright State.
well, I mean, they swept Oakland, and in the finale, I can tell you Ben Clark had a 2-home run day, which is awesome. But
Oh my god.
That sounds like something Jay had in 1997.
you just
Yeah,
look for
2-home
names.
run day.
You just look for names. Anyway, Ben Clark had a 2-home run day. The only problem
There we go.
was they lost 16-2.
I saw Ben
So-
Green had his first real kind of, was it command or was it walks?
There was a play where, in the 3rd inning, I think they would have gotten out of it, and they literally just dropped a
An
fly
inning
ball.
extender.
And then the next batter, pew, over the left field wall.
What was the command like? What was his
It was
walks?
his
Do you
walks
have it?
weren't terrible. I don't have it up in
Okay.
front of me. He gave up a couple bombs. Wright State's just good.
Yeah. I
Wright
know.
State's just good.
Just out of curiosity, we talked a lot last week about Oakland. Did you get any blowback? Because you normally
No, it's
somebody will
I did not.
text you and say, "Why are you guys saying this?" Or
I didn't. I think it's pretty serious time right now.
Yeah.
Like it's
Like, no, and also when you're on a double-digit losing streak, you're probably not listening to a show talking about your double-digit.
Yeah,
losing
that's what I
streak.
mean. It's
Like-
it's serious time right now. I again, it sounds like a dork when I say it, but no inside information. He's going to be back. You need to give the guy time. Like I'm telling you, I'll bet you $1.
But yeah, it's tough. So, all right, Jay, have you found any names?
No.
Okay, go
No,
to
he's
Oakland's
not going
roster.
to.
You know,
Right now I'm
he's going
looking.
to find one. I believe it's 23, maybe. Real quick, Tommy, I'm going to need you to pull up the first of the brackets because it's the one under GLIAC. Because we're going to do some stuff at the GLIAC tournament. But, oh, my God, this is the most fucked up tournament style ever.
What's the guy's first name?
Tony?
Tony.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I could
Yeah.
do that one.
No,
Yeah.
he's actually commented on that one.
Yeah.
In previous episodes.
Yeah, all right. So we're...
This guy right here, Tony.
le-
Look at Jay, so excited.
Canopiates.
Not bad, Canopiates.
Canopiates,
Not
good.
bad. I'll
Close.
give him a B+ on that
See,
one.
when
Okay,
Doug
Canopiates.
thinks about it, he's good. He's smart. Doug's a smart person, but like if he's just looking at shit, he'd be like, Canopy? No, it might be a Canopiates. I think it's Canopiates. Now that I just thought about it.
Anyway. Okay.
I'm not going to be able to see this.
No, that's... Jesus Christ, Jay.
I'm still getting over shit, dude. I got to get it out of there.
Holy cow.
All right, so here's the GLIAC tournament. So first of all, it's a 7-team league. Scroll down underneath. It'll be, right there. Hold.
He can see that shit.
Yeah, 6 teams make it. Everyone plays in the first round, which immediately asks the
Yeah,
question.
so first and second.
So here's what happens. 1 plays 6, 2 plays 5, 3 plays 4. So, as you can see, on day 1,
I can't see it.
Wayne State, as I will tell you, Wayne State plays Parkside, right? Makes sense. Then Grand Valley plays Purdue Northwest. Davenport plays Saginaw Valley.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So, but you have 3 winners. So usually the winners play. So you'll see, okay, the first game on Friday, the loser of, game 1 and game 2 play. Makes sense. And then, again, this is a double elimination tournament. The winner of game 1, the Grand Valley Purdue
Yeah, that
Northwest
doesn't
game,
make sense.
plays the loser of the 3-4 matchup.
If Grand Valley wins, they should play the loser.
So, yeah, if Grand
They
Valley
are.
wins, they would play the loser. Again, a double elimination tournament, and then the winner of the Wayne State Parkside and Davenport Saginaw
I don't
Valley
mind
game
that.
play. What do you do? But here's the fucked up part. Okay, let's say the loser of game 3 beats Grand Valley. Then what do you do?
Use the names here. So
Okay,
if Saginaw loses,
so Saginaw loses. Let's say it's chalk, right? The higher seed wins. Then Grand Valley, who won on Thursday, will play the loser Saginaw Valley, who lost on Thursday. What do you do when if Saginaw Valley beats Grand Valley in that game? Tommy, your mic's still on.
You're hot.
Yeah, exactly. So what happens is after Friday, depending on the result of that 5th game of the tournament, will determine then if it's a 4-team or 5-team tournament the rest of the way.
so it's a 2-game knockout.
Kind of, yes. But in the most convoluted, makes no sense,
Okay.
fucked up way possible.
We know Grand Valley's first, Wayne State
State
second,
second.
Davenport's
Yes.
third, Sagnasty
Yes.
is 4th.
Yes.
So let's pretend Okay, so
They
Wayne,
can't all win.
They can't all win because
No,
3 plays
I
4.
understand
Okay.
that, but we just know those names.
Yes.
Let's say Wayne
Wait,
State
hold
wins.
on. Real timeout, real
Oh,
quick.
we got
a
another name.
Holy cow. You've got to be kidding me with this one.
I got
Wait,
this
what's?
one.
Hold on.
And
What
it's
school?
Wayne State, so
Wayne
he'll know
State.
the answer.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
is
I
it-
know it.
is it
Starts with
third
an H.
baseman?
Starts
Yeah.
with an H.
Nope. What?
Yes, it is. Third base.
Starts
Oh,
with
yeah.
an H.
Okay, yeah.
All right,
I saw
give me a
Another
second.
Tony?
Jay, you'll love it, dude.
You sure? Third base? Yeah.
Jay, you'll love
Yeah,
it.
oh,
You'll
yeah.
love the name.
already, dude. I already
You know it?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Hatzagorju.
Not bad. Hot
Hatza
Giorgio.
Giorgio.
Hot
Yeah,
Giorgio.
they're not- you sounded really Italian. when
Like
you
Papa
said that.
George.
You know what? Not
Yeah,
bad.
I knew you
Not
would like
bad.
it.
All right. I'll give that one another
one's a
B.
tough one, man.
Yeah, it is.
Hatza
Anyway.
Giorgio from Yuma.
He was,
Arizona.
if I remember correctly, Hatza Giorgio was the freshman of the year. I don't know he's a senior.
He's just named the Wayne State Male Athlete of the Year. Anyway,
He's a handsome
back
kid, too.
Back
Sorry
to
to
this.
interrupt.
Yeah.
Weird comment. Back to this. So, again, and we're going to look at the other formats that make perfect sense.
Okay, so stick with what I was saying.
Yeah, so let's say the top 3 teams
let's say
win.
Wayne's, so Wayne State beats, so Grand Valley beats Purdue Northwest. So Grand Valley goes to the second. So they play the loser of game 3.
In what fucked up tournament does the loser of round 1 play a winner of round 1?
Well, because they're ranked 4th. I don't know. It's too hard. I'm not smart
Exactly.
enough for this.
Exactly. It should not be this complicated.
There should be buys too, probably.
Or how about this? It's a 7-team league. 4 teams make the tournament.
Or just like
Grand
Valley gets nothing for winning the league.
They get to play the worst team. But okay, buys are one way, but then it's hard to do double elimination. Have it be a 4-team tournament.
It is anyway.
The bar for making a conference tournament shouldn't be not being the worst. That is what you have to do in the GLIAC to make the tournament, not be the worst.
What was the Billy Madison, like, we are all now
dumber
because of this tournament.
Really should be only 2 teams.
If we need to take 5 minutes
make it
on a show where we are all very familiar with sports, we all understand how a lot of brackets work. It should not take a think tank to understand. And when we ask a coach who is in the league, how does the tournament work? He goes, I don't know.
So we got approved by
Just keep winning.
The GLIAC commissioner to be there on Saturday. Let's ask this person.
Yeah, and just go, what
But just be nicer. Don't be like Big Brady on her. I think it's a lady. I don't know why I thought it was
what are you thinking? Why? You know how they say a camel is an animal designed by a committee? This is a camel of a tournament.
You're so smart. I don't know. Have
It's
you ever heard that?
It's from Parks and Rec, so
Never heard it.
not that smart. Anyway,
No one else wants to comment.
No.
You were thinking about it, huh?
anyway,
He's talking about a camel. That's it. All right.
Anyway, this is how
I do. But
No, that's what I said. That's it.
we've got a lot to talk
leave it
about
at that.
in this tournament because it's going to be a very fun tournament. But why is it the most
it's stupid.
Convoluted, messed up tournament ever?
I feel like we could fix it in 5 minutes. But
cut 2 teams.
No, even
cut
without
4
cutting
teams.
them. Cut 4 teams.
Yeah, just 2 teams. Top 2 teams play it off. There you go. 7 teams. There's 7 teams.
That's going to be a game. So the winner of Davenport
Mike is
Saginaw.
having a coronary trying to find. Yes, the winner of Davenport Saginaw
where does the winner
plays
go?
the winner of Wayne State Parkside. So if Wayne State wins, they will play either Davenport or Sag Valley.
Okay.
And then everything changes depending on what happens in Game 5.
yeah, because Saturday could be a complete mess at that point.
Yeah.
Well, the tough one is Davenport Saginaw Valley. Like everyone, the other ones, those are wins.
Yeah, in the first round, it's the second round.
Yeah, it's the second and third round.
So
and
what if Davenport wins and then beats Wayne State?
Then
So tell me where I don't even know.
Then
Wayne
you go to
State-
the losers bracket, but you don't know how many are in the losers bracket. If it's this hard for us, how hard is it for Grandma Edna that just wants to watch their kid and follow their team?
She's waiting for that phone call. The game's at 7.
Right. How hard is it for random Wayne State student, random Saginaw Valley student that just wants to come down? Maybe they're from Sterling Heights and they want to go to the game and figure out when the hell they're
You know
going.
who would know this? You know who would?
Who?
And I missed his call tape, but Adam Peters, who's a senior,
Yeah.
one of Tommy's best buddies.
Yeah,
He probably has like reasoning. I don't mean who's going to be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
There's probably some reason.
You know what the reasoning is? It's they want to make sure as many people are
because
involved
they don't
as
want him to
possible.
go to the GMAC. They don't want him to leave.
Yeah. How well has that worked out for all the other teams? Cool, Northwood football. You made the playoffs and then got dump trucked by Ferris.
Did you see Ethan Hamby?
You went. You know what? That just like okay. You got to leave the GLIAC and go to the GMAC. You made the playoffs and then you went to prom and then the prom king dumped a bunch of slime on you because I didn't want to say anything else. But they pulled a prank on you and you got wedgied in front of the whole class. Congrats.
Different sport, but I used to coach the Northwood quarterback in baseball. He's now in the transfer portal. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
I didn't realize that happened like that much in
Well,
D2.
How did we have Mike, the first person bringing up football in this one? Anyway, the actual tournament's going to be a lot of fun. GVSU is the regular season champs. They took care of Parkside. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, despite the messed up bracket, This is going to be a good tournament. And the biggest thing is it's not going to be the aces that decide this. It's going to be the third and fourth best pitchers on whether it's Grand Valley, Wayne State, Saginaw,
That's
Davenport.
why you got to watch out for Saginaw, man. They got arms on the back end.
And that's going to make the difference in it. And that's going to really make the difference in it.
So if you win the GLIAC, it guarantees you to play Purdue Northwest or
Roosevelt or Parkside.
that's
basically.
pretty much what it is. But
Yeah.
it doesn't help you to even crazily win that first game.
Anyway, we spent enough time on this.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good tournament. I'm very excited for it. We'll move on to the GMAC. And
Well,
Tommy,
hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
Hashtag Drew Hill for
Yeah,
for
dude.
Player of the Year.
When did anyone find
No,
out?
that
when
hasn't come out yet.
How
I
do
don't
they
know
do
when
it?
it
How do
does.
they? I want to find out how they.
You know what? I forgot to ask.
We'll
so.
make some phone calls.
I'm just saying that's the my politicking for the day.
All right, there you go.
Finishes the season
While
leading
we're
the league
talking about
in hitting.
this stuff, do you want to look up Drew Hill's stats and then what's the other guy's name?
I got 'em.
Caleb Estrada.
I can give them to you.
Oh yeah, you know.
I actually looked it up.
Queued up. All right.
I actually looked it up while you guys
Okay,
were
as
Right next
you
to
do
it.
that,
Queued up.
pull up the
They're right next to his bed and his lotion.
Jesus
Drew Hill
Christ.
stats.
What is the matter with you?
Anyway, can we pull up the GMAC tournament because both Northwood and Hillsdale have qualified for that. They're in the tournament. They're the 7 and 8 seed. And
go
look
Hillsdale.
how much. By the way, they finished the regular season 21 and 27. So, yeah.
I'm just rooting for them because you hate on them.
Here, do this. Read that one.
Oh, okay. We got another name.
Sorry.
Better mic awareness than Mike.
Cameron Laflamme.
Let me see. Where
La
does he
Flamme
put-
Blanco? Do we go with it? Or La Flamme?
No, it's not. It's La Flame.
La
La
Flame.
Flame? La Flamme Blanco?
I think it's La Flamme. It's La Flame, but
It was probably something else before someone at Ellis Island.
Cam
just
played
said,
on the
"Nope."
Detroit Prospects,
Oh, nice. We picked somebody.
and he
yeah.
also is on
yeah,
the
you can-
Detroit Prospects collegiate team.
So it's
All
La
right.
Flame?
I think
All
it's
right.
La Flame.
Zoom in
Doug.
on this
You're
tournament.
wrong.
I was close.
Look how simple the GMAX tournament is compared to the GLIAC. 8 teams and double elimination. It takes 10 seconds to recognize that bracket and understand what's going on. Hillsdale plays Walsh, Northwood plays Findlay. If they both win, they play each other. If they both lose, they play each other in the loser's bracket. Loser of that goes home.
Who's in it again?
All right, so Hillsdale is playing Walsh in the 2-7.
Oh,
And then Findlay is playing Northwood in the 3-6. On the other side, not that anyone cares, but it's Ashland, ODU, Ohio Dominican, and then Cedarville and Kentucky Wesleyan. We don't care about that side.
No.
But look, that is such a simpler format that
Yes.
Doug's
Yes.
ears
No, I
perked
was-
up.
yes,
no, I
they're
was-
in the GMAC.
No, I was asking, is that where Ben played at?
Yes, I knew
Okay.
that's what you were.
Okay.
We don't
Okay.
even need to talk. Like I already knew that's what you were thinking. I think they used to be NAIA, then they moved to.
Okay.
Anyway.
I was not aware that they were in that league. And
Yeah,
Yeah, anyway, how much simpler is this format?
it is. In the GMAC the GLIAC is afraid of people leaving.
Well, no, everyone who left is already left. Like,
I don't know,
it was all the private
gotta-
schools that got taught. We'll call a spade a spade. The reason why a lot
Football.
of teams left football and the fact that they were getting their ass kicked by GV and Ferris every year.
My
So-
brother is now done with the Tigers, by the way. He just texted me and says, Jamani Jones leading off. I'm fucking done.
You can't take it, dude.
Jones leading off, followed by fucking Veerling. Is what Brian says. You know how he gets, dude?
This man just turned a GMAC discussion into Jemai Jones and called him Jamani Jones.
Jamani.
What, did I say Jamani?
Yes.
That's what Brian calls it.
Jamai.
It's Jamai. No, my brother says it.
All right.
He's just
Anyway,
dumb.
but no, I'm glad Northwood and Hillsdale both made it. That'll be this Wednesday through Saturday. So hopefully one of those two teams can make a run like some of the teams did in our other leagues. All right. With that, D3, Doug, the MIAA has been decided.
Wow, it's been interesting.
Adrian takes the regular season title because Kalamazoo very much limped to the finish line.
I think they're 6-4 in their last 10 games. But even you go beyond that, I think they're like 1
They're like 1-5.
1-5, and that is limping into the finals. And honestly, Alma didn't do any better.
No, and because Adrian left the door open, they only took 2 or 3 from Hope.
Yeah, for Adrian, I had Brendan Williamson, 5 of 12, 1 double, 1 triple. Rolando Jimenez, which I feel like I say every other week, he was 5 of 9. And Ambrose Horwath, 6 innings, 1 run, 5 Ks. And for
Horwath.
Who do they play again? God, I keep losing.
For
it.
Adrian or Hope?
For
do
Adrian.
you want
Adrian played
glasses?
Hope.
Do you want
No,
glasses?
I forgot who they played.
Look at those
I only had a couple guys. Colton Kinney went 4 of 10, and Avery McEwen went 5.2 innings, 1 run, 4 Ks.
All right. And I mentioned Olivet took 2 or 3 from Kalamazoo.
We talked about that last week, though. Mm-hmm. And the first name I brought up was a guy who had another outstanding day. Brian Carney went 7.1 innings, 0 runs, 12 Ks.
Jeez.
They got another great pitching performance of a kid I haven't.
How many walks?
I don't care. He won.
That's good. You have a good deep voice. Do it again. Say it.
No JSMR.
And
What's that?
another
What's
kid
SMR?
ASMR.
ASMR.
What's that?
That's like
It's
when people do
when
like
people talk real
When you
close
push
to
your
the mic.
voice. Nice
Yeah.
And or like sometimes it'll be like, I will now rub
Hello.
the mic. And
That is Jay.
yes,
Jay's
Well,
good
rub
at
the
that.
mic.
It's supposed to be some sort of relaxation thing.
Welcome to the
Tommy, you
Jack-
might want to cut that. I don't
Welcome
know
to
if I
the
want that out there.
Pillow talk.
Welcome to the Jack Off.
What flavor?
And there was another great pitching performance out of Olivet that took the other game.
This poor kid from Olivet's is getting distracted.
Moron.
I just heard Jay says,
Sorry, Doug.
Jesus Christ. He goes, welcome. All right, go ahead.
All right. Kid I haven't mentioned all year, so I'm happy I got to mention a new kid. Dawson Sherman went 7.1, 1 run, 3 Ks. To get their 2 wins for Kalamazoo. It was not a great weekend at the plate for Kalamazoo. I really couldn't find anybody that
Okay,
really
It's
played.
been as
They
well
could
as
not
they
hit.
played through the first 80% of the season. The last 20 was a big struggle.
I mean, they're struggling to get 2 or 3 hits a game.
hopefully this isn't putting either of you two on the spot, but was the season already decided?
No,
No,
they
so
would have needed
they
Hope
were,
to go
They were
nuts,
a
but-
game behind going into the series, and Adrian lost one. So had they swept, they would have split the MIAA title.
And we did. You're right. We talked about freaking the carnival worker, Carney, getting after it.
Kalamazoo did get a couple of good pitching performances. Carson Orvis went 7 innings, 1 earned run, 8 Ks. And Logan Lockhart went 7 innings, 0 runs, 6 Ks.
All right, and now the MIAA tournament, which if we can pull this one up, Tommy, it
on.
is.
Hey,
So-
Tommy.
Oh, sorry, you got
need
one more.
No, we got a few more because Alma.
Yeah.
Albion did take care of business at Alma
That is right, yeah.
They did.
because Alma was tied with Kalamazoo.
And Albion got into the tournament with it.
Yeah, it was huge.
So it was weird about Albion. Not a ton of it was again kind of spread out. Nobody had like a monster weekend at the plate. Gavin White had 1 home run and 3 RBIs, but they again really good pitching in that. Really the theme of all those series was really good pitching. Jack Renner went 5.2 with 0 runs and 1 K. And a kid named Tyler Murphy went 2-way. He went 3 for 3 at the plate, and he finished out the game, pitched 1.1 and gave up no runs.
All right.
For Albion and for Alma, Jay's favorite player had a nice weekend. Giuseppe Sapienza went 5 of 11.
There you go.
Tyler Sparks went 5 innings, 3 runs, 5 Ks. And Cade Sutherland went 6 innings, 2 earned runs, and 7 Ks. And to finish out the last game, Calvin they only played 1 game against Trine. The other 2 got
So they probably won't even finish those, right?
I don't, they didn't have them rescheduled on
Yeah,
online.
they don't have to if it doesn't affect the
And
standings.
Jay's other favorite player, Gabe Bonemer, went 2 for 4 with 1 home
Bonner.
run.
It's freaking Bonner. I'm telling you,
Literally
his,
every time, man. We're
his
like,
dad-
the name Boner comes out. and
his
it's like,
dad
Well,
like, showed up on
I
my...
had to say it that way.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, Mike was sending us like vaguely threatening texts.
No, but it wasn't hint. Like, you know how you get
he knows. It's
suggestions
okay.
or whatever to
People you may
follow or-
know.
Yeah,
We all
whatever.
grew up, right? We all grew up.
So what was the story with that?
Boner.
because I saw you sent that.
It just all of a sudden started popping up. I don't even know
Mike got
him at
scared
all.
because
Oh, you
it
thought he
showed
was
up as the
closing in?
people you may know on
That-
Facebook.
People
That
can
guy
hear
didn't
us.
even reach out for him, and Mike was scared. He's like, "Oh my God,
Yeah,
he
I get
showed up."
nervous. I gotta call my boys. Gotta call my
People you
dogs.
may know
People
on
you may know.
Facebook.
Yes.
Oh shit, he's closing.
Yeah,
in.
that's what I said. He's coming after me.
As
to
if you would have
frickin-
been hard to find any
It's like,
other
where's
way.
this Mike Rice guy?
Yeah.
Heard you keep
Anyway,
talking about
here's the
boners.
MIA tournament. Adrian Albion in the first game. Alma Kalamazoo in the second. Do this, Gliac.
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Yes.
It looks really good. 4
A
teams.
double elimination, 4-team tournament.
I'll tell you what, that's going to be a good tournament because I feel like that's if Kalamazoo can go back to playing the way they were earlier in the year, but I mean, Albion's on fire right now.
Got in.
I agree, dude.
And those 4 teams are all
Anybody
pretty
see
close,
Albion's-
man. Nobody's really run away with anything. There's a lot of parity right
That would
there
be a
in that
fun
league.
tournament to watch.
Anybody see Albion's colorway uniform?
No.
It's like that color of the Oakland right there,
Yeah.
all the way, and it looks dope with the purple.
What is
It's
it called?
cool. I just called it colorway. Like, you know how they do the color rush or whatever?
Oh, yeah. Mike made up his own name
I
for
did.
the
I did. But it looks like that Oakland
I'm
color.
glad he was confident with it because I actually
Yeah.
thought that's
I
what
was
it
like,
meant.
damn. I was like, okay, he knows the branding and the
Well,
marketing
these are
of
called
Albion.
colorways.
Act as
like
if.
when you get different.
well, you got to
color.
remember, Mike he's a uniform guy.
He is.
Like,
Yeah.
He is.
Just
So-
act like you know some shit and people don't even question it.
Yeah.
That's the whole premise of the show.
loves designing uniforms and
Yeah.
coming up with all this stuff. So I mean, I was all in. I thought that was
Colorway.
a real. I
Their
thought
new-
that was a real word.
But anyway, Wednesday through Friday of this week to determine the MIA champion, hosted at Adrian, and this is a gorgeous tournament, an 8-team league. Top 4 make it. If you're not a top half team, sorry, go home, hit the links.
Does anybody else like wonder when our producers are laughing if we're doing something stupid?
I
Like
think
I keep
probably.
checking for a donkey hoof or something when I'm sitting here. Like, why are they laughing right now? Somebody's got a big hoof hanging out of their pants.
Somebody's John Hammond over here.
Why is there an alpaca in the room?
Is that an emu hoof? Hey, where is the tournament? Where is
Our
the
producers
MIA
are meat
tournament?
gazers.
Did I
Just
literally
said
just say
Adrian.
those were the last words out of my mouth?
Yeah, but I was watching the producers laughing at us.
Yep.
I literally had just got done saying it will be at Adrian and it
Okay.
should be a fun tournament. Good
Yeah,
God! And it's only in for me big
I can
letters.
see it. I
But,
can see
he
it
can
now.
read
Yep.
that. Great.
Yep. So that looks clean though.
Yes,
who
it
you guys?
does.
Let's pick. Who's picking who? on this?
Kalamazoo is struggling. What, Doug?
I'm picking
Send-
Adrian.
I mean, Adrian has been the best team down the road, but I'm gonna
Do it.
go. I'm
Do
gonna go
it.
with Albion.
I knew
Oh,
it.
the
I knew
the
it.
4 seed.
Coach
He
Ricks.
likes that hot hand.
They just been playing
Who
really
am
well,
I
coming in
going
hot.
with? Who am I going with?
They're
You
the
know,
hot ones.
Adrian's inevitable.
I'm going with Adrian.
I'm going with the Rainy Boys.
Yeah,
Adrian.
they're inevitable. And also Alma and Kalamazoo limping in did not give me a lot of confidence.
Wait, backtracking, I'm still sticking with Davenport, even though all those guys are my friends in the.
In the GLIAC? Well, I enjoy being employed by Wayne State, so I'm going to say Wayne State.
Yep. Who do you got, Doug? Oh, horny Doug. Go ahead.
What team does Hill
Doug.
play on?
Well, it's also my alma mater, so I'm going Wayne State.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, and there we
Jay,
go.
you and I don't have alma maters. So
Nope.
who you got?
I got Wayne State.
You do?
Yeah, why
How
not?
did no one
So we
pick
got-
Grand Valley?
I have no
Team's
clue.
been an absolute fucking
Dude.
wagon.
They
Jay-
are probably going to win it. I bet.
Jay, if Jay would have paid attention for this past 8 fucking weeks, he would have said Grand Valley. You
I'm
literally
going
have,
Wayne State.
do you have no idea that Grand
No
Valley's
idea.
been dominating everything?
No clue.
I can't wait
That
till
is
this be
awesome.
on a bulletin board in Grand Valley's locker room.
I'm going with the Tidy Boys, dude.
Right now, we're sitting here. I'm thinking of fantasy baseball.
That's great, dude.
We need
said that out
we
loud.
needed to create a fantasy baseball league for like the Michigan players, so he would pay attention to
That's a
them.
good idea.
It's
Thinking
a lot.
about Acuna
Yeah, until
being
I have to
hurt.
do it.
All right, so
we're
let's
gonna
do that. So we got our picks for the GLIAC. We got our picks for the MIAA.
pick the GMAC. Throw a team.
I'm going Brad Baldwin and Northwood.
Okay. Do you remember all the teams that were in the tournament? Name them.
Yep. Walsh,
Yep.
Hillsdale,
Yep.
Ashland. We don't care
Okay.
about that right
No.
side.
But I said name the teams, all the teams in the tournament.
I don't know.
Walsh. Okay, thank you.
I mean, I could probably, if you gave me a few minutes.
I'm gonna go with let's say Findlay. They're the best orange and black
No,
team
you
in
can't.
North. Why?
Pick Michigan teams.
So who's gonna go further between? Well,
There's 4, right? Isn't there
there's
4?
two. Northwood and.
Okay, so you got Finley.
Can we do a cognitive test for Mike on
Every
air?
week he asks for this. I'm just struggling, dude. I'm struggling.
Do you need a hug?
I drank bourbon this weekend for the first time. It was like blueberry.
Isn't it awesome?
But it was like blueberry lemonade bourbon.
Flavors.
And it was I needed
Just
it.
drink
I can't
regular
drink it
whiskey.
straight.
You need
dude.
alcohol flavored bourbon.
Yeah.
Whiskey.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna skip the whack for a minute because that tournament happened.
The whack.
So we're gonna go to the JUCO. Doug, if there's anything you want to clean up, because all I have here is the setup for the tournaments, which I kind of like, except they don't tell you exactly what's happening.
Are we getting it up there?
No, because there's no link to it anywhere. So, all right, Doug, anything you want to say from this final weekend?
Yeah, I'll just point out some kids from each team. Macomb, Buster Debo went 9 of 13, 1 double, 1 home run. Marwan Matthews Jr. went 6 of 14, 2 doubles and a triple. And the ace of the staff, Jonathan Mayat, went 7 innings, 0 runs, 8 Ks.
Getting blown up by D1 schools right now.
Should be. I've mentioned him like the last 3 weeks. Has been there.
That's why.
It's
does
big
it.
horse.
It is. It's the Doug factor.
SE4, Mason Golubeck went 7 of 14.
Dude, you just said it right.
He said Golubeck right every time.
No, he didn't.
How was he saying it before?
Something different, but not that.
You're
Dude,
dumb.
the tops of all.
7 of 14, 2 doubles. Trey Taylor went 7 of 13, 5 RBIs. Caden Shankowski went 6.1 innings, 3 runs, 4 Ks. For Henry Ford, Casey Robertson went another two-way guy, went 6 of 13 on the weekend, and then in one game went 7 innings, 1 run, 8 Ks.
These kids can play, man.
And Braylon Orset went 6 of 13, 1 double, 1 home run. For Schoolcraft, I had Luke Nelson went 6 of 9 with 2 doubles. For Jackson, Jake Hindennock, led in hits and RBIs. Cooper Cumberworth had two appearances, no runs. And for Mott, Luke Trotter went 9 of 16, 2 doubles and a home run. Trenton Krewalt went 7 of 11 with 2 home runs. And Charlie Oyulat went 6 innings, 3 runs, 6 Ks.
All right, so that sets up the MCCAA Region 12 tournament, which...
Oh, real quick.
Oh, go ahead. Did Caruso respond?
No, my brother just said...
Who's he bitching
now
about?
fucking Zach Short is in the lineup.
Yeah, he got traded for like a washing machine last
he's done.
week.
Yeah.
No, Tigers are gonna.
So
I have faith in him. He'll beat me a team.
I love that Mike's just... In case anyone's wondering what my brother is thinking about the Tigers game tonight.
I'm looking... There's an update I wanted to give you. There's a kid from Schoolcraft.
Oh, yeah, they got the right state offer.
Noah McCann, catcher from
I
Schoolcraft.
saw it on Twitter.
Yeah,
really
got the
cool.
right state offer.
Yep, really cool. Coach Faulkner and all the guys getting this kid off to really good school. So good for him.
All right, so for...
Is that the kid that laid down the bunt?
I don't think it is. No, he was playing third, but
okay.
Noah McCann looks jacked. Like he's gonna be ready to go there. Like from a body perspective, right? Like when you get...
He does a lot of push-ups and curls.
I'm just saying, dude.
There's
he's,
certain people you can see they just look like they're going to play.
Yeah, he's mature and
They
ready,
got that build.
ready to compete.
Okay, so for the tournament, the Region 12 website or whatever from the NJCAA didn't have this up. Like if you clicked on the Great Lakes region, it just would pop up to last year's. So I had to kind of intuit and go to every team's schedule page.
Looks like a soccer,
You made it
looks
yourself?
like a
You made
soccer
the schedule?
tournament.
No, this is the WAC tournament. Ignore this for now.
Stop, Jay. Let's stop. We gotta listen, dude. I'm with you, dude. Let's listen.
So for the JUCO,
Randomly goes, this is the tournament.
This is the one that already happened that we're going to talk about
Yes.
later because it's
Yep.
going to lead into our conversation
Yes.
with the champions. Anyway,
The WAC champions.
yes, the WAC champions. Jay giggles like a little
That's okay.
school kid.
He's steadfast.
Find another name for Doug to pronounce. Check
He just had a humdinger of a few.
check Grand Valley's
TJ
roster.
Hushmanzada.
Yeah.
Anyway, my God, finally. So here's the first round. These are all best of threes. First of all, shout out to Mott because weren't they like 1-10 in the non-conference? We went over that on an episode.
They got ready. They got
now
prepared.
they're into the regional tournament. They will play Macomb in a best of 3. Ooh. The other 3 are Henry Ford and Lansing. GRCC gets to play Mid-Michigan, which, by the way, Ty Schultz, a 7-for-7 weekend. Yeah.
His mom posted something on like Facebook, and I was like,
that was
7-for-7.
That was his old baseball coach.
Oh no, what's
close,
his name? Yeah.
Close enough.
No, dude.
It was Thaler, not his mom.
Scott Thaler's in my club. I thought maybe his mom. No, his mom liked my message. But go ahead.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I want to just see Mike's brain sometime.
Scott Thaler's kid can play too.
Anyway, so GRCC will play Mid-Michigan in a best of 3, and Kalamazoo Valley and Kellogg will match up. So for the most part, it's 3 against 3 within the same conference, but you get the Henry Ford Lansing crossover.
That's going to be a good tourney too.
Yeah,
man. I mean, maybe it's because we're getting more familiar with all these guys, but like the matchups are going to be. They're going to be good.
Yeah, so that I don't know who plays who if they win. I also don't know how the Ohio teams factor in because the OCCAC or whatever it's called down there, they send at least 2. I don't know who goes where or what it is, but these are the teams in there, and it's a best of 3.
Is it just Michigan and Ohio?
Yeah, so there's 4 conferences that make up the region, the 3 MCCAAs and the OCCAC.
I just wasn't sure when you say Great Lakes. Obviously, you could mean
that's how they lump it in as a whole.
So the easy choice is to take Macomb, right?
No, Kellogg.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay.
Yeah, Kellogg's just been absolutely dominant all year.
Lansing too.
But here's the thing: how it goes is it goes into. I think they send multiple teams. Like at least I know in basketball that they mix it up so 3 teams from the region go to the national tournament. I'm assuming it's the same in baseball because I know it's that way in volleyball as well. I just don't know how it goes because they don't post anything on their website about how it goes. Anyway,
I got a name.
Just follow along.
He's got a name.
I got a name.
What team?
Oh, this
Grand Valley.
This is too easy, bro.
What?
It's Ethan Hodeling. I have a Hodeling on my team.
Oh, this is the cousin. Hey, dickhead! This is the cousin of the cousin's cousin.
No.
Yeah.
No, I know.
know
No,
his center
relation, fielder's girlfriend's uncle.
Hodling.
All right.
Who'd thought? Who'd have thought?
Anyway,
got a
Huff Talling. Oh God!
You know, he's picking these and not saying them at all. So he's not even making an attempt at it.
Well,
he's
No,
just
good.
finding
Jay's
it. and
actually
pointing.
a good enunciator.
I know this one too.
Jay will even add like twang to
What's
it.
that
He'll
one?
even-
Wilhelm.
into the
Wilhelm?
mic, please.
No, there's an L.
Is
I-
it
There's a
Wilhelmy?
glare right
Is it
here.
Wilhelmy? Yeah.
Wilhelmy. I couldn't see it. Was there?
All right.
Cole,
Anyway,
Cole
so-
or Cade or
It's Cole.
yeah.
We do need to talk about the WAC tournament because Drew Huard will be our guest, and he is celebrating a WAC tournament championship. So this is the 8-team tournament. First, let's start with Madonna making the run all the way through the WAC tournament because, here it is, an 8-team double elimination tournament, which is a thing of beauty.
Gauntlet though.
Gorgeous.
Gauntlet. I
Gauntlet.
picked Madonna a
Oh,
few
yeah,
weeks ago.
sure.
A few weeks ago I was telling you,
I-
watch out.
When you're in an 8-team double elimination tournament, I mean, how you set up your pitching is so
Yes.
huge.
Yep.
Because Indiana Tech, who made it to the finals through the losers bracket, had to play 7 games in the span of, I think, 4 days.
Yeah.
Do you have 15 pitchers you can use over 4 days? I mean, maybe some relievers go twice, but do you have a dozen pitchers that you can rely on? That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you really need your starters going deep.
and here's the thing: in the first round, the 7 and 8 seed, Jay, you are a child.
No, I'm done something different.
Okay, I thought you
Jay,
were.
look up the assistant coach's name at Indiana Tech while we're talking.
So in the first round, Cornerstone, the 8 seed, knocks off the regular season champs, Northwest Ohio Uno, and Lawrence Tech beat Indiana Tech in that first round to send them both to the losers bracket, giving them the longest route possible to the finals. And Madonna goes through, beats Lawrence Tech after beating Siena Heights in the first round, And I'm not going to say they had a charmed path, but you don't apologize if there's upsets. They played the 6-seed Siena Heights, then the 7-seed Lawrence Tech, and then battled with the 4-seed Cleary in the winners bracket finals to get to the championship round.
And I'm not saying that they threw off when they're playing a lower seed, because that is rolling the dice.
Right, because that's
I got
a team
it.
that
I got it.
There's a few of them.
So hopefully, Tommy, you're going to be able to block out names here, but I'm going to tell you why Indiana Tech lost. Okay? No, like if I want to show this to the camera.
Which
So
what
listen.
is he going to do here?
It's the fact they have so many assistant coaches.
No, I'm going to tell you something right now. So you know how hard we work with our youth baseball players
Yeah.
to try to get them to the next level. We have showcases.
Yeah.
Coaches answer our phone. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, I got guys. And we help. Like a lot of those teams in the WHAC, we sent players. So a lot of these leagues that we have been reviewing, we have players that have been there.
You know, I don't.
But I want you to look at that. Like, you can see
Why-
this.
Oh, I see.
So
Unanswered
blue
text.
is me going, hey, guys, like, I got guys, and please show up to our showcase. So see you later, Indiana Tech. I'm sorry that you guys lost,
They did make it to the finals, and
but they lost.
they did. Madonna tried to blow it because they had a 3-run lead going into the 9th, because if you come through the losers bracket, you have to beat them twice.
Who started the championship game
I would have to check. For Indiana Tech or for Madonna?
for Madonna?
All right.
Drum roll.
The first one or the second
The,
one?
the one that they won. They won the second one, correct?
All right, yes. Let me pull that up. But what a turn! I mean, like it starts off with the top 2 seeds going down. That's a big change because, like you said, Doug, the amount of pitching you have to use just to get a chance at the finals, as I punch the mic, just to get a chance at the finals, is huge.
I could see the logic of trying. It's rolling the dice, but if you're Uno or Indiana Tech, all right, let's throw our number 5 starter out there.
Man,
Pray he gets through it, and now we
But
don't
do
end
you-
up in the.
it sounds so good. I know what you're saying. But
No,
gosh
it's
darn it.
a
But if you
huge,
save your best pitcher for a game that doesn't happen,
I agree. You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know that I have a right answer. I'm just saying, if I was betting anything, I would bet both of those teams said, all right.
But here's the thing about conference tournaments is you're like, Mike, you know this, 90% of college baseball teams have at least one guy that can throw and can steal
Carney.
a game.
Yeah.
That's the thing of like of Cornerstone and you know Lawrence Tech is, you know, ace versus ace is scary. Like in the GLIAC tournament, that's what's a little scary. Like even the guys like Wisconsin Parkside or Purdue Northwest have 1 or 2 guys that can throw. It's when you get to 3, 4, 5, when you're getting into series, that's when you fall apart.
I can tell you that I will probably won't ever coach again, but I would never, if I coached again, I would never save anybody. My last high school game that I ever coached, I saved my ace, and we lost.
Jason Jersic was the starter. They
okay.
basically bullpenned it.
Where
It
did
went
he- where
one
did-
inning,
where did
one
he go
inning,
to high
3
school?
innings,
he
3
went,
innings.
He went to De La Salle High School. He trained at Prospect Center.
But here's the thing.
and he's a freshman, and
Madonna,
he beat Indiana Tech.
Madonna basically had to pitching chaos their way through
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah.
Because
But
you're like, okay, can I get an inning out of this guy?
You're
Like,
ignoring the fact that I was just saying.
Yes.
J.J. Jersic could have maybe went on a visit to Indiana Tech if I would have got.
I didn't know there was. Oh, by the way, oh, sorry, misread the name. Anyway, yeah, I didn't know you had so much, you know, anger.
Oh
or
yeah,
so
that bothers
bitterness.
So
Doug knows.
so-
Doug knows how much I care about
So,
that shit. Even though he's
Mike-
gonna rip on me.
No,
right
I'm
now,
not going to
probably.
rip on you. This is going to be one of the few times that I'm going to have his back. And you know, I have a little team in the organization, and we have fun and whatnot. And they're getting older, and I'm hoping one day Mike can help a few of these kids go play at the next level. Mike cares about really 2 things in the prospects. He cares that the younger kids are getting better, and he really cares about trying to get kids opportunities at the next level. And I've been around when he does this showcase, which, you know what, I'll go on and promote this. Like the prospect showcase in November, They have like, what was last year, 45?
Over 40. Yeah,
Over 40 colleges show up to see kids from one organization. And there's other big organizations that are in the area, and I'm not going to say anything bad about them, but none of them are doing anything near that. And then I also know, because I'm around him, that week after the showcase, he's on the phone from 8 in the morning till 12 at night, talking to college coaches, selling his kids. And he's not lying about kids, but he's trying to sell these kids that they can help you, maybe next year, maybe 2 years, whatever it may be, that these are good kids. And if I remember the numbers correctly, and I might be fudging them a little bit, last year, 47 out of 50 kids had offers from the prospects to college. And I believe the year before might have been 50 out of 50.
Yeah. Thank you. By the way, call me like a dildo or something. Like, that was really uncomfortable. You being nice.
I've made fun of you enough.
Dildo.
But I like when people like me. I get really uncomfortable if people are frustrated with me or hate me, but like that bothers the shit out of me. That's why I did that.
Okay. Well,
but anyway, JJ
anyway, they're not
Jerzyk,
from Michigan. Fuck them.
Yeah, and good for JJ Jerzyk and wonderful for Drew, which I think it only took him 2 years to get there. But go ahead.
But some other notes I want to say. Cleary made a nice run too. Like, they won their first 2 games. They beat Aquinas after having to play a series against them. Beat Cornerstone. Then they lost 2 in a row. That's the frustrating part, is they were right on the doorstep. And that's a team that struggled with pitching all year long, and I'm guessing that's what showed up here.
On a side note, I know earlier in the series of podcasts, you said you had a cousin playing for Cleary. Was he getting on the field?
He's a red shirt.
He's a red shirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
they can hit, man. They
can hit. They just didn't have a lot of pitching, and I think that's what shows. You get through 2 games and then go bang, bang, lose the next 2. The Madonna game was close, and then you fall to Indiana Tech. They're, again, a team that's gone a little better each year, and hopefully next year they're a team that can compete with a Madonna. But the 2 names that stuck out, and we'll talk to Coach Huard about it, Ty Stepick and Luke Spicer, when you're looking through every box score, it feels like those guys did a lot in every single game.
Yeah.
And there's others too, obviously, because you don't make a run like that on the back of 2 guys, but those were the ones that stood out the most for me.
This week's interview is going to be a little different. Like, Doug likes to make fun of us because, like, I like to say, tell us a little bit about your background. Like, I want to talk. I want to hear about the grind. I was texting with them on Saturday because I was in Grand Rapids.
So, where do they go from here?
So that qualifies them for their whatever the NAI national tournament is. So
no idea.
So they're in the field of 64 or whatever it is in NAI.
Is it really?
I don't know if it's 64.
We'll find
but
out.
that gives
That's
you an
interesting.
automatic national tournament bid.
That's awesome for them.
Yeah. So they're going to go there
and no one from there.
And another Hill gets to go on to
Tyler Hill.
It always comes back.
So I imagine this is similar, where like not that many Michigan or Midwest teams get
the at-large.
Yeah.
Well, no, because you see, from the USPBL, a lot of the like Georgia Gwinnett or LSU Shreveport.
So that's huge to win that thing. It's kind of like how Wright State has to win, or the Horizon League has to win their league.
So, but yeah, we're going to talk to Coach Huard. Excited for that. So, if you guys don't have anything else, time to get on to Coach Huard, the now WAC champion coach.
WAC champs.
All right, now it's time to welcome on our guest this week, the WAC champion coach, Drew Huard. Coach, welcome in. And first of all, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Super excited to be on. Share our little path here. Super happy for our kids, kind of earning the paycheck, if you will, earning that dog pile. And it was a really special day.
So, it had to be a special week because WAC tournament, we went over it on the show, an 18 double elimination tournament.
Yeah, that was nuts.
That's as grueling of a conference tournament as you will see at any level of college ball. So let's start off with just the tournament format at large, because how do you approach a game like this, or a tournament like this, where you had to play 6 games? Indiana Tech ended up playing the max 7. How do you approach a behemoth of a weekend like this?
It's unique. I've been around. I've been around a lot of different programs, a lot of different levels, and this was probably last year being my first year at Madonna, making the tournament last year as well. The 8-team format is unique. It's different than what I'm used to. think everywhere I've been, it's always been a 6-team tournament. So the 8-team double elimination, it definitely tests a lot of teams' depth from the pitching standpoint.
Oh, yeah.
You're just playing more games, double elim. Indiana Tech we were fortunate enough this year to stay more on the winning side of the bracket. So we didn't use as many arms, but I think that shows just the program. This is the second year that Indiana Tech's worked their way all the way back from the losers bracket, losing the first game last year in the tournament, and then again this year.
Are they usually a team that?
The top two
does
usually.
well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a rich tradition of having a lot of success. Kip McWilliams is the head coach there. Really good head coach. Have the utmost respect. They're a class act. They do everything the right way. They're just tough. They don't go away. As soon as you think you have some momentum, they just come back. They keep fighting, and I think it shows a lot. Shows a lot about their program. For sure.
You got to introduce me to the head coach because I can't get Brent to call me back or text me back, and I gave him some shit earlier on the podcast.
Did you? Yeah, he's a great guy. He always has jokes running down to third base to coach third base. Just a really good staff, really good program. So I think it's kind of the ultimate reward when you face off against them in the championship, and we just happen to be on the right end of the stick this time. But I have nothing but good things to say about their program, how they do things. They're really the pinnacle, from my understanding. Being new to the league, they're always the top contender. They're always pushing to go win it. So I think that puts our program on a pedestal. Madonna's always won. So it's not like this is the first time that it's ever happened, but it's just nice to get back and put Madonna back on the map. And
you're being humble. You're being humble, man. Like, I know they won. They were always like good for years, but it's hard for me to say this without sounding like I'm bad mouthing what was there before. But like, it was on a downturn when you took over. It really was, and you don't have to say it, but like when Drew took over, it was one of those things that us baseball people were like, "Holy cow! Watch how quick this happens with Madonna." So like, Madonna's always been pretty darn good, but the couple years, probably about a year, what was it, about a year and a half, where it was kind of in limbo. But anyway, my point was you're being freaking humble, bro, and I'm proud of you, and it's freaking awesome what you guys are doing.
No, I appreciate it. And I know they went through a stretch where there was, 3 head coaches in 3 years. I think any program that goes through that, it's going to lead to some challenges, especially the era of college baseball when kids transfer and go wherever they choose. And it almost always seems like if there's a coaching change, it seems pretty easy to poke your head through that door and try to see if there's something better out there. So I think we were going through a little bit of that in my first year of coaching. We lost a lot of good players and players that chose to go to other programs, but we also kept a lot of good players. And it's just cool to see how far our staff has came along in the 2 years, and being able to have a dog pile on Sunday is probably awesome. The ultimate paycheck for our staff. So happy for Madonna, so happy for our staff, so happy for our kids. It was a really wild day of baseball. I don't know if you heard, so Indiana Tech had to beat us twice.
Oh yeah.
In the championship game, in game 1, we went for it. I think it was 4-4 in the 6th. And, we put our guy that got us there, pretty much the whole way. David Zilch came in, and we said, let's shut it down. We ended up scoring some runs. And in a back and forth in the last 3 innings, we scored some runs to get up 9-6 in the 9th. And then all chaos pursued. They scrapped. They got on base.
Any bunting?
And we had an 0-2. It was 0-2 with 2 outs in the 9th inning. First and second on. Bryson Hanna up, he's just a guy that's steady Eddie for Indiana Tech. I think he was 0-4 coming into that bat. Got down 0-2 quick. I think we called for an elevated fastball, and we misplaced it, and Hannah took advantage of it and hit a 3-run home run.
Oh my
to put
gosh.
Indiana Tech up 10-9, and we ended up not being able to make a comeback. And I think it was the first time in my coaching career where my heart sank. I mean,
You felt like the air was
I
out
was
of the
at
balloon.
loss. I had no emotion. I was shocked. I was sad for our kids. Obviously frustrated by the sequence of events that happened. I really didn't know what to feel. And I just remember talking to our kids right after the game, because we had to rebound real quick.
Oh, yeah.
We had 30 minutes before we started game 2. It's not like we got to go back to our hotel, kind of process everything, go through the emotions, go through grief. And then pick our kids back up. We had to get right back to it. And I give a lot of credit to our staff. We kind of had to fake it. We were gut punched for sure. But the last thing we wanted to do was melt, soak. We had to quickly rebound from it. So we told our kids, go be with your parents, let them comfort you. But in 5 minutes, we're coming back and we're going to regroup. There's no difference between loss 53 compared to loss 30 that we had. It's just the timing that it happened to take place, and we had to quickly rebound from that. And we got down 5-0 in the first 3 innings of game 2. And I think that just really shows the character of our kids. It shows the willingness to compete pitch by pitch and not focus on the past events. And we were able to climb back, had some really key moments by a lot of key individuals on our team. And I'm just so happy for our kids. I told them throughout the course of the season, there was a lot that happened through the course of the season. We went through a lot of adversity, a lot of injuries. I just said, stay together. Something special is going to come and be made of this group. And it's pretty nice. There's a lot of coach speak sometimes that happens. So it's pretty nice when it comes to fruition.
Yeah.
So I want to go back, though, to the start of the tournament, because by the time you guys throw your first pitch, Uno has lost a game, and Indiana Tech has lost a game. Now, I know you have to focus on the game at hand, but as a coaching staff, as a coach, what are your thoughts when you go, holy hell, we're the highest seed that hasn't had a loss yet, and we haven't even thrown a pitch? What was your thought process by the time really noon on Thursday that you see the top 2 teams take their first loss?
Yeah, it was pretty wild. And obviously you can tell the kids all you want, but they're on their phones, they're on social media, they're watching the games. We're all in Grand Rapids together, right? So it's pretty easy to tell them, hey, let's just focus on us. But
Yeah.
But yeah,
easier said than done, I guess.
Right.
I guess where I'm trying to get with it. But I mean, that was the main message. Like, we can't be worried about every other team that goes on the tournament. There's going to be a lot of games here yet to be played, and we just got to focus on ourselves. I mean, if you go 1-0 each day, I think you're in a pretty good position to win. So that was pretty much the message is, how can we control what we can control and just go 1-0 on each day.
So after that, you get the game 1 win. Now you're playing a team that you're going to be favored against in Lawrence Tech. Probably mentally you're thinking, all right, you're going to have to play Indiana Tech in that second game. But how do you approach that any differently when you see, maybe a lower seed get through? Or is it, hey, we're going with our normal game plan, business as usual with that? Because, again, you're probably not expecting to see Lawrence Tech in that second game.
And bluntly, Drew, did you pitch differently based on like Uno having a loss, or kind of like what Brady was going with? Did you start, or did you kind of like stay with your game plan on your rotation?
Yeah, we stuck right with our game plan. We didn't pitch any different. And I think in large part, our matchup against Lawrence Tech when we played them in the regular season was really tough. And they threw a lefty at us, and he was a really good pitcher, kept us off balance, was very talented. I know they had, much of the talk was with, I think I might be pronouncing his name wrong, Hockendoner.
Yeah, the big fella.
But Kenny Wright, their left-hander, is a very good pitcher too. So, and that's kind of that 8-team tournament dynamic, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you lose one and you take a team for granted, I think it's gonna come nip you in the butt. So, Stan coaches those guys really well. They're very well coached, and we knew we had a big challenge on our hands, and we we stuck as status quo, just as if we were going to see Indiana Tech.
Did you in the staff party at all after?
So we got done so late. We got done at like 7:00. So being the small college and university that we indeed are, we enjoyed some Taco Bell, Culver's, Jersey Mike's, and
There you go.
Chipotle. And I swiped my card 4 different times, and I was running back from restaurant to restaurant. So
Oh my gosh.
That's probably a pretty good taste in beefy 5-layer there. But
Yeah, I can picture what happened real quick. I know you have more questions. Drew was happy. He wanted to make sure everyone was taken care of. Tyler Hill was tired and wanted to go to bed. And Dylan wanted to do something mature because he's like a 75-year-old man, even though he's like 25 years old. Is that kind of what the staff did after?
That's pretty accurate. I think we were all the wave of emotions that we experienced Sunday was, I think, a lot of adrenaline after we won, and then about 20 minutes after that, I think just being tired and wanting to get home. For me, go see my 4 kids and celebrate with them a little bit. So it's special. I haven't had a chance to have a dog pile since 2024, I believe, when we were with Davenport. So we were itching at the bit to, have our kids have that experience.
Did you get a call from Tidy?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think I had, by the time our game was over, I think I had about 100 text messages, a few phone calls. So I haven't got back to everybody. I'm sure I will, but it's been a pretty busy 24 hours for
you
sure.
You can get back to him right now, and then we'll tweet the podcast and say, hey, Drew's responding. Maybe we'll get more listeners.
And they start their tournament up Thursday, and they're the 3 seed as well. So hopefully, I know our small text exchange, we're hopefully saying the power of the 3 seed here this weekend.
Yeah, we went through our GLIAC picks, and I picked Davenport. I picked Davenport at the beginning of the year because Tidy always ends up just finding guys like he adds guys to his
GLIAC
roster.
is a gauntlet, though.
It is. It's a gauntlet. Yeah.
I mean, the WAC's a gauntlet. The whole tournament, again, you played, 6 games over the span of 4 days? So how do you, by the time you're at the end, how are you managing a pitching staff when you've had to pitch 40 innings of baseball? Is it just who has an arm left, or how much is it availability versus, strategy and really thinking out how you want to work game 6?
It's funny. I've been fortunate enough. I think this is the 4th conference tournament that I've had the pleasure, coaching a team that was in it, and we hoisted the trophy at the end. And I think in all 4, there's one arm that maybe hasn't had the success that he had in the regular season, or it's a guy that you wouldn't expect to have a big moment. But I feel like in all 4, there's that one guy that has that special moment. And for us, it was Matthew Sevensma. He was actually our number 2 starter last year, and now he's been a bullpen piece, a very important bullpen piece for us throughout the year, kind of playing a little bit of a multi-role where we would start him a game. He'd be long relief, back end guy. So he was an important piece to our pitching staff, but probably a guy where, you look back at it last year, it's, coach, I was the number 2 starter, and now I'm not playing that role this year. And he just stayed the course. I give him a lot of credit, and pitched 3 1/3 and gave us zeros after we started out 5-0. And it allowed our offense to spark and give us a chance to get back into the ball game. And he 3 1/3, and he had 6 strikeouts, and really did a good job of keeping that Indiana Tech offense off the board for 4 innings.
I believe he got the win as well in that game. So, no, that's a heck of a performance. 2 guys that, when I was looking through the box scores and following along, that I felt like stepped up in all 6 of your games, more or less. We'll start Ty Stepik. He seemed like he was a guy in the leadoff spot for you that game in and game out was contributing something. Even the game he didn't have any hits, I think he scored 2 runs. How much of a spark was that out from a leadoff guy?
Yeah, I know I alluded to earlier in the podcast, we kind of battled through some injuries, and we still are. There's 4 or 5 guys, and I don't think anybody's 100% when you're at this time of the year and you just played 55 games, but probably more so than some of the others. We're a little banged up. It seems like we have one guy come back in the week, and then we have one guy drop, and it's a rotating in our lineup. We're kind of rotating the designated hitter just to keep a guy off the field and keep them a little bit healthy. But Ty Stepik's one of them. You know, he's battling through some injuries, and he hasn't had, maybe from a statistical standpoint, the season that he had last year. But this weekend, I mean, he was the best player on the field. He was the best player on the field, if we're just gonna be honest. And I'm so happy for him because I know he's battling through a lot of pain, but
feels pretty good when you get a trophy at the end of it, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm sure he felt nothing in his hip, back, you know, the body parts that he's going through, but just shows a lot about who he is. And he's gonna go, you know, he's gonna go play for his teammates. He's gonna go play for Madonna, and he just happened to hit every single ball. It seemed like that in that game, 100 miles an hour plus, and he's just one of the best hitters that I've ever coached.
The other name that popped up when I was looking through the box scores, Luke Spicer, seemed like he gave you a jolt as well. What did he contribute to the run?
Yeah, Spices came a long way. He's just steady Eddie. He's the same person every single day. You'll never know if he's 0 for 4 or 4 for 4 with 2 home runs. And he's kind of that calm. He's became that calm presence for our lineup. But also, you know, defensively for our infield. He's the leader of our infield. I'm just really happy for him because he's came a long way. He's filled out nicely. You know, our strength staff has done a really good job with him. He's added 5 to 7 pounds since I started coaching him last year. I think he leads our team in batting average at this point, and he's just the calm presence that our team needs. He sees a lot of pitches. He gets on base at a high level. He's just became a really, really good player.
That's awesome. So what happens now? You guys you advance, right? Like you win the tournament, so that means you move on to, is it a field of 64 or what happens?
Yeah, so it's a field of 45.
Oh wow.
That's an arbitrary number.
It means go ahead.
There's 10 regions. Those have already been announced. So we won't know where we go yet. Selection Sunday is Wednesday. Wednesday night. So we're gonna gather up and get together as a team, have a little Madonna party, if you will.
Nice.
Seeing where we'll be placed. So that will be a cool moment for our program. But a field of 45. So there's, from my understanding, the bottom 10 are the 4 and 5 seeds of 5 regions. And then there's 5 other regions of 4 teams. So I think if we're gravitating to anything when we watch selection show, we're really hoping to be in a region of 4, because then you don't have to experience a region of 5 where there's a play-in game to then play the 1 seed, where the 4 and 5 seed would play each other. So I think we're rooting, you know, to get into a region where it's a 4-team regional. And, you know, I think we're playing as good as anybody right now. I think we've won like 20 out of our last 21 games. Wow. We're starting to get a little bit more healthy. And we're playing really good baseball. So I'm excited for this group. I'm excited to see, you know, what we can do starting next Monday.
So if you go back and look at some previous episodes, Brady, I called out Drew Huard.
Yeah.
And I said, come on, Drew, get your shit together. Like, I remember, I think you and I talked, and I felt comfortable enough to say it on the podcast.
Well, they did.
But I bet you that was around where the 20 out of 21 started.
Yeah, that's a pretty good run. I'm going to have to imagine one guy that contributed to that. And do you ever get sick of watching a guy like Amir Mitchell hit home runs?
I can watch those videos all day long. What a pretty swing. I don't know if you guys remember. Do you guys remember Cameron Maben?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we wore number 4.
Yeah. When I first started recruiting Amir and really getting to know him and his family, when I was watching like videos, there was always flashes of Cameron Maben, right? Like a really long, lanky, long levered athlete who can really, really hit. And he's been everything that we could have imagined. He's been phenomenal. I mean, he set our program record for 22 home runs. I'm sure you guys saw that.
Mhm.
But
Yeah. Yep.
I think probably the more impressive piece with Amir is just how good of a teammate he's became and how much he's gravitated to let's just win as many games for Madonna as possible. And I think he's probably wreaked his personal accomplishments because he's just been such a good teammate and he's wanted Madonna to win baseball games and he's laid his body out on the line. And I'm just really happy for him and his family.
Where
The
did he
stats,
go?
the stats that he's
DLSL
putting
kid.
Yeah.
up are crazy.
I was gonna say he's a De La Salle kid. If I remember correctly, we might owe Daniel Rice $1 because he was hitting at Prospect Center with my nephew this off. When did Amir? Is he there? Is this his first year there with you?
This is his first year.
Yeah. So I think Dan Rice was in the recruit because he loves Drew Huard. So
Yeah.
I think he was like, "Go play for Drew, man."
So you got guys like this, and you know, I'm always curious at every level. Right now, and I think we've asked every coach this, the transfer portal is the wild, wild west. And, you know, the team success is awesome and you're going to go play on, but kind of the other side of that is, you know, guys might have offers to go elsewhere. You might have to bring guys in. How is Madonna, how is Drew Huard trying to navigate this unsanctioned world of transferring and player movement right now?
Yeah, it's a crazy world for sure. I think where I'm at with it, I don't know if this is the JUCO in me. You know, I had 3 years of being the head coach at Lansing Community College, but I think what we want to focus all of our attention is just be where your feet are. We're going to coach the kids that we do have. We're going to coach the team that we do have, and we're going to get a lot of good players because we do things the right way. We're going to develop players. They're going to become better. And I think we're going to give the student athlete the best experience while they're here. And I think that's all we can control because really there is nothing telling a kid that you have to stay or you have to go. So we're just going to do a good job coaching the kids that we do have. And we're going to have really, really good players that I'm sure other programs are going to want to have. It's just, it's inevitable. And I think where I'm at with it is if we do our job and we coach really good players, we make them better. And if there's something out there that, you know, they achieved everything that they could possibly achieve at Madonna, and there's something out there that's going to help maximize their career and put them in a better spot. I mean, we're going to help them do that. Right. So I think that's a good problem to have because I think when other players see that, wow, they're winning a lot of baseball games. They're having a lot of players play on their diamond. I think it only helps the recruiting landscape as well.
You know, I think having the JUCO background has to help because, you know, in all sports, I've kind of talked about how it's like JUCO now where, hey, you know, you've got this guy for 1 year, maybe 2, and then there's so much turnover where, you know, coaches sometimes take a little longer to get a feel for your team. I'm sure when you were at Lansing, it took a little while to get the feel of what a team is going to be with basically half the roster turning over every year. How much has that helped? And if you other JUCO guys, have you noticed, are maybe navigating this a little better because it's kind of normal for them?
Yeah, that could be. I haven't really gave, you know, too much thought to it. It's mostly just, you know, what can we do to put our program in the best position to succeed? But I don't think there's a right or a wrong answer. I just think, you know, like I said, we're going to enjoy the kids that we do have the pleasure of coaching. And if that means that there's something else out there that's going to put them in a better position to reach their aspirations and the goals that they have for themselves, whether it's play professional baseball or experience, you know, some NIL money in the Power of 4. I think any coach or a lot of coaches, I can't say all coaches, but a lot of coaches would say, hey, let's do what's best for the kid.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm at with it. And I think that's only going to mean that when you have that, you're going to get really good players, and really good players help a coach look really good. So that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Cool uniforms, great coach, winning, and great personality, right? People stay for that stuff. And we talked about this with other coaches where Drew has enough contacts and experience where whether you're playing at Madonna or I don't know, Purdue Northwest, right? Because it's the GLIAC or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
who cares? It's about where are these kids going to go after, whether it's a job or maybe pro ball. But you can easily go play pro ball. There's I don't have any names in front of me, but there's pro ball players from Madonna, right? So, and part of that is with Drew's relationships. But I want you to get an all yellow uniform next year.
That was a hard left turn.
That would be dope. He's used to my
See,
left turns.
I'm with you. When I first got hired, it's probably the best and biggest selection of uniforms. I think shout out Justin Karn for that. I think we have like 5 different jersey combos, and they're really, really nice, good color scheme. I don't think personally I would have ever put the all baby blues and our all blacks together. I'm more of a traditionalist where it's like I just feel like sometimes I'm wearing pajamas, but our kids love them. The recruits love them. They're very stylish. I will say they have grown on me a little bit. And but to your point with what you said, like I think all of what you said is real in just the standpoint that when you create something with relationships and you do a really good job where players like playing for the program, they like playing for the coaching staff, and you win a lot and you're able to put them in a position where they're successful, be impact players rather than just another player. I think players want to stay with that, and they want to help the next team achieve success, and they don't have to go to the transfer portal to get that. So, I'm sure there's going to be a point where there's going to be some players that reach everything that they can do, like I said, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of really good players that we have that they don't want anything else because they have a really good time playing for our staff. They see themselves getting better, and they don't need to go to another school to get all of those accolades.
So Mike brought up uniforms. I have to ask, do you have anyone that wears white tube socks on the team? Because that is Mike's favorite uniform ever.
I hate it.
I haven't been keeping up to date on
I'm coming out.
I don't think so, but
I'll fucking travel to Georgia Gwinnett. If you're playing Gwinnett, I'll still go fly out there just to make sure there's no white socks. No, the uniforms are awesome. Hey, real quick, who else is on your staff? Like Tyler Hill, we know Dylan Roberts. Who else? Do you have more than those guys on your staff?
yeah. So Anthony Sharkus has been our graduate assistant for 2 years.
Okay.
He's playing pro ball right now. He's down in South Dakota. So he coached all the way till last week, and then he took his talents to go play center field for I don't know, it's South Dakota. Yeah. I don't know the name
Sioux
of
Falls,
the
maybe the
Sioux
Canaries.
Falls, yeah, that sounds right.
Which, by the way, how much does it help? Because I'm sure as a coach, you can tell some kids something and it just goes one ear out the other because it's the coach. But having an active pro ball player, how much does it help to say like, hey, go make sure they know this because it's like, oh, he's playing pro ball right now, just to sometimes help get a different voice in the room for the kids.
Yeah, it's been great. He's so relatable, like the relatability piece of, hey, I experienced, because he went to Madonna as well. He was an All-American, really good player from my understanding. I never got to watch him play at Madonna, but everything that I've heard is he was an absolute stud. But yeah, just to be able to go through his experience of what he experienced at Madonna, but then how it translates to pro ball. We have a few players right now that, pro scouts have came out to see on our team. So it's nice for him to be able to give them feedback of, hey, this is what that means when an area scout comes, or this is what you should do. Just advice to those guys that maybe I haven't gone through that. I wasn't skilled or talented enough. That's why I went into coaching, right? So I wasn't skilled enough where I had those. Obviously, I've had those experiences with the guys that got drafted at Davenport and Oakland. But so just as much information as you can grab from all the resources that you're working with, I think just helps put the kids that hopefully will play pro off this year's team just gives them all the information to go make the best decision for themselves.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Mike, you got anything else?
I don't, man. I was so excited to hang and glad to see you. And it was short notice. Honestly, I was in Grand Rapids this weekend because Casey, my daughter, got her master's this weekend from Davenport. You know, she played 5 years of soccer at Saginaw. Now she's a Davenport grad. So that's why I'm all about roll tighty. But I was waiting for you, Drew, to make sure you won before I asked you to come on. So with the short notice, I really appreciate you taking the time. I texted all the Donna boys, congrats. And then 2 minutes later, I'm like, do you want to come on the show? So I appreciate you taking the time. What do you got, Brady? Anything to close it out?
I was going to ask, surprised you don't have the trophy right there next to you showing it off for everyone. I know I wouldn't let that thing leave my side if I was in your position.
Yeah, the trophy's safe. It's secured. It's in the trophy case at Madonna with all the other beautiful trophies that it's been a crazy week for Madonna. Men's lacrosse won their regional, so they're going to the national tournament.
Wow.
Softball is number 1 in the nation. So there was a lot. Yeah, they're number 1 in the nation right now, and they breezed through their conference tournament and are headed to a regional as well. So, I know our athletic directors probably wore out at this point trying to figure out all the travel plans, budgetary issues that this might cause.
Good problem
so
to have.
That's a good problem for him to have. Yeah.
Yep.
So, Coach, again, appreciate it. Good luck wherever you'll go. 4-team regional. We're going to speak it into existence, and then maybe another 3 seed, and then you can just keep the power of the 3 seed going.
That's right. Keep the power of the 3 seed.
Love it.
All right, Coach. Thanks again, and congratulations. That was an awesome run you guys had.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me on, guys.
See you, Drew. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, see ya.
All right, thank you to Coach Huard, and thank you to Hunch Free Studios, a full-service digital media company specializing in video production, comprehensive digital marketing solutions, software development, and full-service website design, who, again, produced this podcast. An excellent job they've done over the last 2 months, and hopefully a little longer as well.
No matter how many times we do this, it amazes me at how good he is at that part. Could you imagine one of us 3 doing it?
Oh, God, no.
Thank you. Start over cut, please.
You know what? Maybe I should make Jay do the read.
That would be awesome. Serious J is fun.
You know what?
Have him try one right now.
Yeah, okay.
Do it.
You know what? I won't, because Detroit Thread Company, because they have a longer one.
I can't
so.
read.
No, do it. You can do it.
The
Just
second
ready?
one.
Hey,
Which one?
go.
The Hunch Free Studios one. Come on. Look at this plug.
Do it, Jay.
I don't even see it.
Brother, it's at the top.
Also, this show is produced by Hunch Free Studios, a full-service digital media company specializing in video production, comprehensive digital marketing solutions, software development, and full-service website design.
That was really good.
That wasn't
The
bad.
only
That was
problem,
really terrible.
The only problem was you lose your breath like 4.
I'm fat right now. My belt is cutting off circulation. All crunched over like this.
All right, speaking of Jay, so
Why me?
Because getting ready for this show today, again, we record this on Monday. So, we're getting ready for this, and to the day we recorded this
To
was
be
the
clear,
day.
Jay's not getting ready for anything. But
Nope.
Go ahead.
I'm getting ready.
Yeah,
Fine.
you are. Yeah, you
and the news breaks that Tarek Skubal has,
bodies
stuff,
in his
whatever
nose.
the hell that
Loose
means.
bodies, like all of us.
Basically, he needs elbow surgery. He's going to be out, 60 to 90 days.
Another third one.
So it's not Tommy John, but it's still an injury. And, most people would go, oh, man, that sucks.
yeah.
Our ace is done till probably at least the All-Star break, if not longer. This blows. Jay sends the ESPN update, and you just go okay, you send that to group.
I was on a conference call when this came in, by the way, and I was like,
your group chat and your friends. What I wasn't expecting was the follow-up text.
oh boy, you're gonna read it?
Would you? No, Jay is going to tell us
What did I
you
say?
said. You don't remember what you said?
Oh, I said, fuck him, pussy. Something like that.
This is the exact
Is it
quote.
different than that? Let's see. Let me see. Bye-bye, pussy?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Same thing.
Which I went,
Jay
Excuse
has
me?
been so angry with Scooble since last year in that game when he came out.
What, the
So
Mariners
the game
game?
7 when he came out, when he arguably could have gone, and then of course,
arguably could have gone.
Yeah.
you know, but it's like anything else. When things don't work out, you're the GOAT. The next guy comes in, gives up a run. Now it's
would've
time.
rather
I don't want to hear this well
Much
thought out
rather would've-
response. I want Jay emotional response.
Much would have rather seen Scooble be the one to give that run up because that guy should.
I really think it's all relative. Like when we were kids and that fat kid was out there throwing like 64 miles per hour and we couldn't hit him. When he comes out of the game, whoever's coming in next would get shelled because it would be easier to hit. And anytime Scooble comes out, it's a bad thing because it's a better chance to.
I mean, I see both
hit.
sides of the coin in that game, but he was at like 95 pitches.
He was.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he was coming out at 60.
Yeah.
But
The
anyway-
argument is it's game
But
7.
6 months later, 8 months later, whatever it is,
No, Jay's pissed.
would you ever forgive him? What would have to happen?
No. We grew up with like Jack Morrison.
That's
guys like
Jack Morrison.
Jack Morrison.
I can't wait for our buddies to see that.
Jack Morrison.
Oh, you know, Jack Morris, dude, guys like that, man, who are like,
That's-
who would fight.
That
to
Dan
stay in the game.
Petrovich.
That's great. But also,
Dan Petrie tree.
We grew up with Alex Trammell, man, and Steve Whitaker. Fucking.
Man,
As bad
But-
as Doug, Doug is with reading names, which you are pretty good.
I always
Jay
screw
is
up
the
part of a
worst
name.
with that.
but here's the thing,
part of
like
a name.
that's great. Nobody does that anymore.
I know.
Nobody's done that in 10 to 15 years.
Max Scherzer does.
Now or
Yeah.
when he was 30?
Yeah.
Verlander
Yes.
would do that too still, even though
Well, yeah,
he's
he's
not,
a
like,
gas can though.
good anymore. But he was
So
like a
again,
guy.
it okay, you get one in a blue moon. But okay, I agree that he probably could have went back out there in that game. But I also understand that that's just not what it is anymore. It's like I knew someone that would always be like, "Oh, he's hitting 270 like that." You know what? That used to be eighth in the lineup, and it's like, yeah, but shit changes.
It's so weird with gambling too. Like
What?
how you can't gamble. I don't gamble, but like I have a funny, quick gambling story. You have something, Doug?
No. I was just saying, I get where you're coming from, that it's maybe old school versus new school. But I don't care what school you're in. It's game 7 of a playoff series. Yeah. You know, lose
5,
and
but yeah.
Well, whatever it was. It was the last
You
game.
should want the
Winner
ball.
take all.
It was
you should
winner
want
take
the
all.
ball.
It's win and move on,
Okay.
lose, go home.
Actually, I don't even know if
Counterpoint.
they gave up a run. When
Yeah, they did.
brought
Next
the
guy
next
did.
guy. Did
But
they?
okay, counterpoint.
yeah.
As,
yeah, right
you've
away.
coached, Mike's coached. If a guy comes back and goes, I don't have a lot left. Like, what if he just because he's thrown how many innings that year?
I take him out.
Like,
I agree, but
Kids lie. Like
I agree, but he was still throwing 98.
Yeah.
no, I know.
So the
but what if?
But it's,
I
if,
keep
again,
him
I don't
in,
know.
if
like, your
somebody
arm could
says
fall
take,
off
if
the
somebody
ass, dude.
says
Get out
take
there.
you out, they're not into it.
Or
Get the
even
fuck
if
out
you're
of
like,
here.
hey, are you good? And you go,
Get out.
done.
I do.
Yeah.
I did it 1,000 times.
Because
at the
how-
low.
But if he even did that, you want how much?
I think you did.
500 million. You want?
Right. But like if anybody questions, like just goes, I can do it. Get out. Get
I'm happy
the
we
fuck
didn't
out.
pay him.
But again,
Well, hold
I'm
on.
happy
You
we
also
didn't
didn't
pay
ever
him.
coach arguably the best pitcher on the planet.
I know.
I think it might be relative. If he tells you
I
like,
don't know. Blake Lutsky had a run at one point.
dude, Blake Lutsky would tell me to get out. I'd be
Yeah,
halfway. I'd be
that's good.
No, it is.
That's what we want.
As tough as he was to coach, God, I mean, he was a freaking gangster.
Anyway,
Yeah. He
two
wanted
people
the
know what
ball.
that means. Anyway,
Yeah.
but the point being that, like, I get that you might not like that, whatever, but you can't compare him to go, well, Jack Morris would throw 180
yes.
pitches.
Why can't you?
Because it's a different era. It's a complete, and also
An era of
throwing
men versus
throwing harder now. The strain that goes on the human body. The human body is not equipped to throw 99 miles an hour for 180 innings.
It's an unnatural.
It's a
motion,
good
but
argument
still.
because they do throw as hard as they can now.
Yes.
When before
I'm
they'd
not
be
saying
like-
that. I just
Be
think
like
that
80, 87,
Yeah.
86.
I'm just
and
saying
then ramp
that
it up to 92.
there are certain guys at transcendent of sports. When you're in that situation, you're not coming out.
Yes, very true.
And
in
if
that
you're,
game.
and then you turn around, and then I think part of the
Like what? Yeah, Randy Johnson,
I think
ALDS.
Or go to another sport.
No, I bet.
Michael Jordan.
Do you think Paul Skeens would have come out?
no,
You don't know that.
no.
But that's what he's saying. Like in that
I'm
game,
saying like I just think that some people are just champions, and they're going to do it no matter what. Maybe Jack Morris wasn't throwing 99. He threw 10 innings in one game 7.
Yep.
I don't care how hard you're throwing. He threw 10 innings.
Yeah.
That's great. And
Kurt
Oil
Schilling
Can
was
Jones
bleeding.
threw 2 double headers in 1904.
Yeah, but I mean, he's throwing
Kurt
91
Schilling was
versus
bleeding
99.
from the ankle.
I
It's
hate
not like
Kurt
it's
Schilling.
Him and Randy Johnson did a 2-man rotation.
I
It was
just
like, dude, come on.
I think,
man.
and then I think part of what happens is Detroit sports fans. All right, he came out of the game. These guys are all professionals. The next guy needed to come in there and do his job, and he didn't. Whatever.
If he does his job and doesn't give up a run, no one talks about it.
And I said that from the beginning.
Yeah,
I
we
still
would.
am mad.
We would because
I'm
we would have
still
said it could
mad
have
that Scooble
extended
came
it.
out because
So-
he should have came in. He should
But then the off season comes, and I don't know that any of us know that the true number.
Did you ever?
That
every
he's
once in a while-
asking, and then he does that, and then he comes out the next year or a month later and says, "I want 10-year contract or I'm leaving."
Yeah.
I just think taken as a whole, it leaves a bit of a bad taste in your mouth when you look at the whole thing.
I get
think,
that.
I
but
think this is strategy. This surgery
Oh, it totally
strategy.
is.
you think he's faking an
No,
injury.
no, I think it's there. But if
I
you
think
watch
they
the
knew it was
game,
coming.
if you watch the game when he pitched the other day, he called Dingler out,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "All right, just get out." So it was happening. That I don't know anything about bodies. You know,
When I saw
bones.
that, I thought it was a misprint about like a bone chip.
No,
or
so
something.
but my point is, like, he's gonna be still Tarek's. What if he struggled these past few months or added issues to his arms these next 3 months?
Well,
And
bottom
then
line
and then
is,
the contract's
he's
up.
useless to us at this point.
No, I'm saying it's a strategy. I'm saying he's a bitch.
that is just false.
He's useless to us at this point.
You
What,
think
'cause
it's
he's hurt?
false?
Right now, he's gone for what, 3 months?
Well, this could be a blessing in disguise in the sense that
Get used to not
Did you
having
guys
him.
ever notice that Doug sounds like Christopher Walken sometimes? I can't
no,
get
I
it out
had
of my
never
head.
heard that in my
That's
life.
I love Christopher Walken.
So,
could be a
I mean,
blessing.
so,
in
maybe
disguise.
he'll be fresh for the run.
Disguise.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
Anyway, it just threw me off Jay's response to his ace of his favorite
It did-
team going down.
Yeah.
I could see why.
He's a
it-
great pitcher. He's the best in the game, but nope. Bye-bye.
One
Bye-bye.
mistake that you don't even have the full story on.
No, that's true. We don't know what was said
We're
in that
all
dugout.
wrong.
Because here's the
No,
thing.
we're all
Here's
totally
the
wrong,
thing.
but who cares?
If he comes
it's
back
opinions.
out, and let's say he goes, "I'm tough. I can come back out," and then pew pew pew. Everyone's-
Then we would
I
have
still
kept drinking our
respect it,
beer
yeah.
and said, "You know what? Good for you."
No,
went
you
out."
lost
would
with
not.
our ace.
You'd go, "This
I would say we lost with
motherfucker
our
ran
ace.
out
No,
again."
we probably would've yelled at Hinch. We would've
Bullshit
been mad at
would've
Hinch.
been
No.
The narrative would have been in crunch time. He couldn't get it done.
Not for me. I would have been like, we lost with our ace. That's what I would rather have
And
done.
we would have just bitched about Hinch. And said, "Why did he leave him?"
I don't bitch about Hinch, though. That's
I know.
Brian's thing.
Anyway.
I think the guy's great. I'd love to see some fucking trash can banging, dude.
Flags fly forever. Anyway,
I
you
ain't
guys
mad
got
at him.
anything else?
Scooble, sorry for calling you a bitch. I know.
I
I know he
didn't.
listened. I did.
Oh.
you listen.
I'm sorry I
know
called you a pussy. But
So when
Scooble's a
Scoob-
you
listener.
shouldn't give two shits what I say about
So
you.
if we
it
get
doesn't matter.
Scooble on, I'll be the only one in here interviewing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you
I
be sitting
didn't, I didn't dog him, but
Yeah,
I
fine.
just,
Doug,
Did that not sound like walking?
I mean, I just questioned
I
it.
didn't.
I'm serious.
I didn't
I didn't
dog
dog
him.
him.
It's the
Christopher Walken
None of
is
us can do
awesome,
it,
dude. It's so hard.
Foo
Jay
Fighters.
Moore.
The
Fighters.
range of topics we have had on this episode. And I'm not even going to restart the cankle debate that we had before the
Dude,
show.
that
so.
was tough.
So before Jay says anything that is going to get us in trouble, thank you for listening. Follow us on socials, X, Instagram, TikTok, all the spots, and we'll talk to you. We'll be doing stuff from the GLIAC tournament, figuring out exactly what that's going to be. But you'll have content live from the GLIAC tournament. Well, not live, but we'll be at the tournament. We'll record it there, and you'll see it next week. So thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back next week with another episode of the Walk-Ons podcast.
Save the cankle.